right, so today we're going to talk about accessing and using EBSCO host from school and from home. It's really simple. We're going to start from the library from the library website. And here I am under the library resources tab, and you'll see there's two ways to go about doing this. The first way, if you are at school, you can choose this EBSCO host button. As long as you are at school, as long as you're in the building, this will get you through into all of the resources we have available. If you are at home, you need to go through a slightly different route, and that is through the Power Library Network. Both of these methods will take you to the exact same set of resources. So if you find something in school and need to access it at home, this will get you access to the same amount of things, the same resources that you had before. So I'm going to do the Power Library one, and then I'll show you about the EBSCO host resources once we get into the system. So we're going to choose the Power Library Network. Now, this is going to give you a whole list of a ton of different resources that are available for you simply by being a citizen of the state of Pennsylvania. Now, a lot of these, it's kind of unclear which ones are EBSCO host resources. And so what I'm going to tell you is this one here, Academic Search Main Edition. Always choose that one. I'm going to show you how to always search all of our EBSCO databases, no matter which one you choose from this list. But choose this Academic Search Main Edition. Now here, it's going to ask for your e-card or your public library barcode number. If you're in the building and you choose that link back from the library website, you're not going to have to do this step. If you are at home, you're going to need a public library card to go about accessing EBSCO host. If you have a public library card, great, put that information in here now and it'll let you in and let you use all the resources you need to. If you do not have a public library card, there's a link in the description for how to sign up for what's called an e-card or a virtual card. You can do it in about a minute or two from the safety of your Chromebook. You don't have to go to the public library, and it will get you access to all of these resources on Access Pennsylvania and on Power Library. So this will give you, this will let you in and let you do what you need to for your project. So I have a virtual card here. Let me type in the number. Submit. All right, there we go. So we're going to put our library card in, we hit submit, and that gets us into EBSCO host. This is generally what you're going to see if you click through that system back from the library website. One thing I want to point out is right now we are only searching the Academic Search Main Edition database. I don't like to limit my resources when I search EBSCO host, so once we've signed in, I like to go and hit Choose Databases. And here we'll see these are all of the other things that we can search using EBSCO host as a citizen of Pennsylvania. So I'm going to hit Select All and OK. And now I am searching the full power of EBSCO host with whatever topic I'd like to go on. So I'm going to use, what's an easy one here? Global warming, just to see what EBSCO host has. So now searching EBSCO host is kind of just like using Google. We can hit global warming. I want to point out that you have a couple of options here on the left side of the screen. For example, perhaps we can bring and only search more recent information instead of looking at global warming info from 1940s, which may not be relevant. One other thing I want to point out on this side of the screen, we have the full text box. So as long as we check that off, that ensures us that we're only going to be looking at full text articles. Sometimes on EBSCO host you can find links to articles that it doesn't have the full text for, and that can be frustrating because you think, hey, this article looks perfect for my project, but you can't actually read it. So check off that full text box. That way you're only looking at articles that EBSCO host has access to show you. Now I'm just going to pretend this looks like a good article. If we choose it, first off, EBSCO host isn't going to show it to us right away. It's going to give us a whole ton of great information about it. So here we have the authors, where it was published. This is an abstract. That's a nice little summary of the article. So before you dive into what can be like 10, 20 pages on EBSCO host, maybe this will let you know if that's going to be worth your time to read through. If you decide it is, there are two ways you can view an article on EBSCO host. The first one is HTML full text. That means somebody sat down and typed the whole thing in. And if you scroll down here, you will see the article is here for you to take notes on, read, highlight, copy, print, do what you need to. The other way is as a PDF full text. You'll see that link over here. If you choose that, This means somebody actually took that journal or took that magazine, newspaper, article, whatever it was, and literally scanned it in. So you get the article exactly as it appeared when it was initially published. If we come back into that detailed record, there are a couple of other interesting things and tools that EBSCO has. First of all, I want to point out this permanent link button. If you choose that, it'll give you a URL that always links you back to this page. It'll help you. It can be frustrating sometimes to have to research for the same article on EBSCOhost. So this is a great link that lets you always come back to this exact web page if you find that you need to revisit or use it for later in your research. And last but not least, I want to point out the friendly Cite button. This will give you citations for use in your works cited page at the end of your essay. Notice it has all kinds of different ones. Generally speaking, you'll find that here at Fleetwood, we're going to want to use the MLA. So scroll down till you find the MLA citation, and you can copy paste that. That'll take care of your source card for you. EBSCOhost is one of the few places on the internet I actually trust those citations. So it's done some of your work for you, kept things simplified in that manner. So that's EBSCOhost in a quick nutshell. To access it from school, you can always just click on the EBSCOhost link straight from the library resources page. If you're at home, choose that Power Library link, Academic Search Premier, and that'll prompt you for your library card number so you can get in and access the same resources that we have here at the high school if you're in the building. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to stop down to the library.